industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Hey guys, it's Nick Sainer. Join me and the rest of the 93.7 The Ticket crew as we bring you live coverage of the 2026 NSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The action tips off Wednesday, March 4th. If it's being played at Pinnacle Bank Arena, it's heard on The Ticket. Class A to Class D2 all week long. Join us March 4th through March 7th as we crown 6 state champions from the 2026 NSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical. electrical.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Welcome into a presentation of high school girls state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Girls state basketball on The Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now calling all the action, here is Nick Sainert.
Welcome into Pinnacle Bank Arena, halfway through the state championship Saturday here on 93.7 The Ticket. No Nick Sainert, it is Austin Norman and Tristan Gomez with you for the next two games, beginning here with the Class C2 state championship game. We'll head into Class B after that. Thanks, as always, to everyone making this possible. Nick Wyman, Harrison Orange back there on the board today. Really excited, Tristan, to get this one going. You have two teams that have done a lot of winning, combined records of 51-2 entering the state tournament. We'll start to our right. The visitors wearing green, Elkhorn Valley. They came into the state tournament with a 26-0 record and hardly got challenged all season long. Their closest wins by 4 over Battle Creek, by 3 over Central City, and then by 3 in the final game of the regular season against Aquinas Catholic. What a run through their schedule it's been for Elkhorn Valley so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Elkhorn Valley has been extremely impressive all year, and their record shows with 26-0. And I think the biggest thing for Elkhorn Valley is just how they turn their pressure defense into offense, averaging almost 18 steals a game, which is just extremely impressive, and really haven't had any, tough matchups all season long. And they're going against a Pender team that knows how to be in this game.
The starters for Elkhorn Valley: Cameron Rutgens, Kendall Werner, Caton Werner, Ashley Shute, and Ashlyn Dexter. Some of those names will come up quite a bit. Rutgers leads the way in scoring with 328 points on the season. It's Caton Werner and Kendall Werner, the two leading rebounders, and Kendall leads the Falcons in assists. On the flip side for Pender, they're 25-2. Their only two defeats came by 5 points to West Central from South Dakota, and then they played up a class. They lost by 11 to Lincoln Christian toward the end of the regular season. That's another team, though, Tristan, that made it look easy. Not a bunch of single-digit games. They beat Oakland Craig by 9. They beat Pierce by 11. Millard North they actually took down by 10 points. I'm sure that doesn't break your heart. They also beat Oakland Craig by 3 points and GACC by 9 points. Another team that's made it look pretty easy all year long.
Yeah, extremely impressive when you're a Class C2 school and you're knocking off Millard North, who made it to the state tournament, in Class A. This is an unbelievable team, and they know how to play in state championships, going for their 4th straight this season.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but number 4 on the line. Of course, the last 2 championships for Pender were won down at the Class D1 level, but the 23 title was won here in Class C2. For the Pendragons, they start Hadley Walsh, Madeline Dolliver, Macy Dolliver, Kaylee Schrader, and Myra Hansen. Should be a fantastic game. Starting lineups have been announced. We are getting underway here momentarily from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Again, 3 games down, 3 more to go here on Championship Saturday. We're here for the Class C2 State Championship game. We're just about ready to get underway. A big thank you to Union Bank and Trust for helping sponsor coverage. At Union Bank, you can get a great rate on 6, 12, or 24-month CD. You can learn more at ubt.com. Tristan, we are looking at the Pender fans, pretty solid representation. I turn around and Elkhorn Valley going just as deep into the Pinnacle Bank Arena seats. It's one of my favorite parts about the state tournament, seeing these communities rally behind their teams every game.
It's so cool, especially when they all meet here in one place. And it doesn't matter if you have any relation to someone that's playing today or you're just a fan in general. Coming from these towns, this means a lot to these towns because these student athletes are the reason why this community comes together.
It'll be Walsh and Werner jumping it up. Just kidding. It'll be, Walsh and Werner jumping it up for their respective teams. Elkhorn Valley in the visiting greens. You have Pender in the home whites. Ball is tipped, and there we are. Let's see this Class C2 state championship game. Elkhorn Valley defending the ball pretty aggressively. Macy Dolliver gets it over to Hansen. That ball kicked out of bounds to the top of that zone by Cameron Rutgens. 24 seconds on the shot clock now for the Pendragons to work with after the sideline out of bounds. Down man-to-man defense. Back into that 1-3-1 out of bounds look. With it in the right corner, Kendall Werner. She gets it to the cutter, Walsh. Walsh drives left, scoop shot, up and down. First points in our Class C2 state championship game go to Hadley Walsh of Pender.
Impressive bucket right there, finding a way to get to the left side and go up with it with the left. Super impressive out of a high school player right there.
Werner to Rutgens. She dribbles left to right. Now it's Werner working to her right. Ball gets down to the right corner. Kendall Werner with it now. Werner dribbles left. On the attack goes shoot. She drives, throws it away. That ball headed into the backcourt. It was not tipped. A backcourt violation. Turnover by the Falcons. Pender ball in the front court.
Pendragons coming out hot with the defense right here. Staying in that man-to-man, trying to create some pressure on the Falcons early.
Pender leads it 2-0, 47 seconds into the Class C2 state championship game. 1-3-1 zone look from the Falcons. Pender breaks the pain. With it up top now is Dolliver. Dolliver gets it over. It's now with Walsh in the short corner. She drives baseline. That pass intercepted by Rutgens momentarily, but she stepped on the end line. Pender ball out of bounds. That's the danger of that pass, Tristan. You get the player cutting baseline. Got to remember that wing is dropping down to take away that pass.
100%.
Cross screen from Walsh. They get it in to Schrader. Schrader, no good. She missed the layup. Quickly the other way. Here come the Falcons. With it is Rutgens. Gets it off to Shoot. Shoot right back now to Dexter. Now with Werner. Werner looking down to the corner. Drop off inside. Up with it, Dexter. She kicks it out. Rutgens 3 on the way. Offside rim. No good. Rebound controlled by Pender. Walsh dribbles it up for a moment. Gets it now off to Madeline Dolliver. Over to Macy Dolliver.
When you or a loved one.
Macy Dolliver kicks it now over to Hansen. Hansen to Dolliver. Gets it into Walsh at the high post. Easy entry. Walsh spins through traffic. She's bodied in a foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
That's exactly what the Pendragons need to do. When they are in that 1-3-1, finding a way to get it to the high post. Once you get in the high post, you have all facets of the floor that you can look at, get it to the short corner, or make a move and get to the rim right there, just like Walsh did.
At the free throw line, it is senior Hadley Walsh, leading scorer in this game, 416 points on the season. First free throw up and down. Pender's up 3-0, about a minute and a half in. 3-0 Pender. Hadley Walsh at the free throw line. She's got all three for the Pendragons in the early going. Second free throw rattles home. Full court pressure being extended momentarily by Pender. What we see right now, Tristan, is for Pender, you have, that would be number 3, Madeline Dolliver, pressuring the ball full court, and no one else. That one blocked out of bounds as Dexter went up with it. Credit Schrader for the block.
Yeah, some pretty evenly sized teams going at each other right now. We've already seen a few blocks early. It's going to be tough to get some points in the paint, but you got to find a way to make it happen.
1-4 baseline set goes up top to Dexter. Dexter gets it right in front of us to Werner. Werner drives with the left hand. She'll back it out with the right. This one goes up top now to Shoot. Shoot takes a dribble in. She'll pop the mid-range. Jumper up and down. Elkhorn Valley's on the board. Quickly back the other way comes Walsh. Thought about the head and open pass. Didn't make it. She'll bounce it through to Hanson. Hanson now over to Macy Dolliver. Dolliver back to the high post. Walsh looked down for a moment, got it to the corner. Macy Dolliver thought about a three, doesn't take it. She's dribbling left through some traffic. That ball tipped. Macy Dolliver thought she would have had a double dribble. She picked it up. That skip pass intercepted. Schrader threw it away. Quickly back the other way comes Elkhorn Valley. They're across the timeline. Dribbling on the right side of the floor. It's Rutgens. Dribble handoff over to Kendall Werner. Werner gets it down low. Interior passing doesn't work, but it's tipped out of bounds. Credit to Hadley Walsh getting a hand on it.
I like the way that the Pendragons are playing this on offense. Two of their big centers on the elbow. Get it to one of them. The other one drops down to the short corner.
New baseline out of bounds. Look for Elkhorn Valley. Tough skip pass. Might have hit the bottom of the stanchion, but it goes through. With it right in front of us now is Ashlyn Shoot. Shoot gets it off to Kendall Werner. A little nod from Rutgens. Clock under 10. Elkhorn Valley looking to create. They get it over now to Peyton Werner. Ball's back in front of us with Rutgens. Skip pass over. Werner lets it fly from 3. No good off the side of the backboard. Walsh controls. Gets it over now to Madeline Dolliver. Wide open look for Macy Dolliver. She doesn't take it. She shot fakes, kicks it out. Here's Madeline Dolliver. Three-pointer up. No good. Strong rebound in traffic from Werner. And foul called in the backcourt. Foul tag to number 3 on Pender. That's Madeline Dolliver. I believe that is the game's second foul.
Some really good defense so far from both teams. Find a way to put pressure on the ball. No easy passes going here.
It's 4-2. Pender leading Elkhorn Valley. Just over 3 minutes gone by. First quarter C2 Girls State Championship game. Into the game handling now for Elkhorn Valley. Miley Broberg. With it now, Olivia Werner. She dumps it down. Peyton Werner does the step through up with the left and good. Tie ball game. Handling now for the Pendragons. It's Madeline Dolliver. She gets it over to Werner. Now to Macy Dolliver. Hadley Walsh going to work. Got it at the high post. She kicks it back out. One step too many.
Yeah, one step too many right there. I like what Walsh is doing, though. Trying to get downhill, get to the basket. Just took too many steps right there, but she's finding a way to get to the rim.
4:14 to go in the first quarter. We have our first media timeout. We'll be back in 90 seconds to Pinnacle Bank Arena.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust. who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
4-4 between Pender and Elkhorn North. 4 minutes gone by, first quarter girls Class C2 state championship game. Quick three from Elkhorn North, no good, out of the hand of Werner. Rebounded by Pender. Quickly ahead goes Macy Dolliver. Now it's Maddie Dolliver. Skips it over the top. With it now is Hanson. To the high post, it goes to Hadley Walsh. She goes up through some contact. No good. Offensive rebound by Mosser. Mosser kicks it out. Lining up a three is number 3, Madeline Dolliver. She knocks it home for the Pendragons.
Really good ball movement by the Pendragons. They get the offensive rebound, kick it back out to a wide open three.
Elkhorn Valley not wasting any time after the make. Putting it on the deck and driving is Werner. Gets it over to Rutgens. She drives with her left hand. Skip pass to the corner. Goes over now to Werner. Werner kicks it out. It's with Broberg. Bounce pass over to Werner now, right slot. Werner dribble handoff back to Broberg. She'll line up a three and fire. Answer, no good. Rebounded by Walsh. Walsh chins it. She'll take the first couple dribbles up the court herself. Long skip ahead to Hanson. Hanson's jumper, no good. Rebounded, though, by Mosser. 2 offensive rebounds, as many possessions for her. That ball tipped out of bounds off of Rutgens. It'll be Pendragon ball baseline out of bounds.
Hadley Walsh doing it on both sides, getting multiple rebounds on the defensive end and then finding a way to push it up the floor, and she's getting a few shots up in the paint.
Not a baseline out of bounds. They give it a deep sideline out of bounds. Awkward spot to inbound. That pass can't get through, Tristan. That was a skip pass all the way across the court. It ends up with Walsh lining up a three. No good. Ball tipped around, finally controlled for Elkhorn Valley by Werner. Here comes Werner up the court. Uses a screen from Dexter. Skip pass over to Werner. Now dribble handoff. Working with it is Lawson. Lawson gets it back to Werner, top of the key. Down low to Dexter. Back it goes to Lawson. Flip shot up and no good. Missed everything. Hadley Walsh quickly into the front court. She's going all the way with her left, coast to coast. Stops at the elbow. Kick out now to Dolliver, who drives with the right hand. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by the Falcons. It's Dexter pulling it down. Kendall Werner tried to draw a ball handling foul in transition. Doesn't get it, so Falcons will set up their offense. Lawson drives in the middle. Had it tipped away. She gets it back. Drive and kick results in a three-point look from Broberg. No good. Missed it long. Up with the rebound, Madeline Dolliver. Quickly ahead, no numbers for Pender. That's not stopping her. Drive and kick. This one is a little trail shot. That one missed. Tipped by Elkhorn Valley. Near disaster on the rebound, but the Falcons control.
Yeah, a lot of three-point shots going up today. Few of them contested. I think finding a way getting into the paint might work.
Now Broberg, there's another quick one. She knocks that one down. This game tied again. 90 seconds to go. It's 7-7 in the first quarter. Elkhorn Valley a chance to set up that 1-3-1 defense. Aggressive swipe by Werner. No good. Walsh with it at the high post. She looks high-low. Mosser up and good. Quick answer from the Pendragons. It's 9-7.
Really good find from Walsh right there. Like I said, you get it to that elbow and you just scan the court, and she had a wide-open Mosser.
That ball didn't stick. Pender playing man-to-man on this defensive side of the ball. It's Kendall Werner handling. She's doing a lot of it herself. Nearly through the wickets of Lawson. Lawson drives baseline. Pass a little errant. Taken away. Here comes Macy Dolliver the other way. It's Madeline Dolliver. Gets it over to Walsh. Walsh going all the way. Splits some traffic. Up with the left. Count the basket. 11-7 Pendragons. Under a minute to go first quarter.
Falcons going to have to find a way to slow down Hadley Walsh. She's doing it all. She's doing all that she wants right now, getting rebounds and finding ways getting right to the rim.
Elkhorn Valley going really slow, risking a 10-second call there, Tristan. She crossed it about 25.9. With it at the elbow is Dexter going to work through some contact. She draws a foul on Mosser. Layup no good, but you'll have Dexter headed to the free throw line for the chance for two.
I think the Falcons can do a lot more of that, is getting the ball into the post, getting some shots up. If they don't go in, drawing the foul like Dexter did right there.
Dexter's pretty sturdy. She's done a good job controlling the glass here in the early going. 2 early rebounds. First free throw up and good. 1 possession game again. It's 11-8. Pender leading Elkhorn Valley first quarter girls Class C2 state championship game. 35.7 seconds to go. Of course, a 35-second shot clock here at this level, Tristan. So if Pender wants, they will be able to hold for the last shot after Dexter knocks both free throws through. She gets subbed out. Returning to the lineup is number 21, Ashley Shute. 1-3-1 look again here for the Falcons. Madeline Dolliver handling the ball right now. Gets it up top. Hanson playing up top as well. Now down to the corner. To Walsh. Hanson, dangerous pass, but it got through. Now up top of his Rutar. Taken away by the Falcons. Coming the other way with it is Broberg. She kicks it out to Lawson. Lawson drives with her left hand. That pass tipped by Walsh. A scrum for the ball in front of the Pender bench. Walsh has it. Game clock down to 10 in the first quarter. Walsh skip pass over to Hanson. Driving is Dolliver. Lost the handle. Elkhorn North has it with Lawson. We get a blocking foul as Lawson tumbled to the floor, Tristan. I wondered if Elkhorn North was going to get that whistle. Lawson looked like she could have had it and picked it up to run. She did get bumped and tumbled to the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good foul call right there by the referees. And I think for both teams, it's just slowing down the pace just a little bit. I think a few of them got sped up a little bit and had time to just, hold it out for the last second.
3.9 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Inbound into the backcourt. Here comes Kendall Werner. Her shot no good at the buzzer. That's how the first quarter comes to an end. It is 11-9. Pender leading Elkhorn Valley. 1 quarter down in the girls Class C2 state championship game. Back for the second quarter next on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Through 1 quarter of play, Pender leads Elkhorn Valley 11-9 in the girls Class C2 state championship game. Elkhorn Valley undefeated on the season, entering the state tournament. Pender at 25-2. I'm Austin Norman. To my left doing the color commentary today is Tristan Gomez. Tristan, up and down first quarter, not the most points scored, but so far for Pender, it's been the Hadley Walsh show.
Yeah, Hadley Walsh doing a great job of getting to the rim, getting downhill and making shots. Got fouled once, knocked down both free throws.
Elkhorn Valley ball to begin the second quarter of play. Falcons trail it by 2 in the early going. Dribble handoff between Werner and Shute. Lost it for a moment. Now with it, Rutjens. She gets it over now to Werner. Skip pass gets back up top to Rutjens. She drives her second field goal attempt. No good. A little bit of contact. Probably got the ball first. Walsh controls up ahead with it very quickly now. Madeline Dolliver. Skip pass over to Hanson. Now it's Macy Dolliver, top of the key. Madeline Dolliver comes up top with her sister. Elkhorn Valley in that 1-3-1. They forced 4 turnovers with it. Were unable to capitalize with any points off of turnovers there in that first quarter. Foul goes on number 3, Kendall Werner, my apologies. First team foul of the quarter. Dolliver to Dolliver on the inbound. Macy Dolliver taking the air out of the ball up top. Now she drives. Kicks it out to Hadley Walsh. Lines up a 3 from the college line and splashes it home. Hadley Walsh up to 9 points of the 14 early on. Quickly back the other way comes Elkhorn Valley. Rutjens gets it out. Driving with the left hand is Werner. She banks home the lefty runner. Here now comes Madeline Dolliver. Gets it over to Macy Dolliver. Macy steps through. Skip pass now to Walsh. She comes and gets it. Little head fake on the shot. Kicks it out to Hanson in the left corner. Head fake by Dolliver. She drives the lane through some contact. Count the basket and one on the acrobatic scoop shot. That's number 4, Macy Dolliver, finishing through contact. Tristan, the smallest player on the court, going up through some body contact.
Yeah, we're starting to see the Penn Dragons. They're finding ways to move the ball quickly against this 1-3-1. And right there, you just saw one move right there by Macy Dolliver, 2 dribbles, and she gets to the rim for the and one.
Macy Dolliver's first points on the day. That acrobatic layup, she knocks down the free throw as well. Mosser enters, Schrader sits for the Penn Dragons. It's now a 17-11 game in favor of Pender. 9 points for Walsh, 3 for either Dolliver, and 2 for Mosser for the Penn Dragons. Balanced scoring so far from Elkhorn Valley. Leading the way for them is Kaiten Werner. With the ball now is Werner. Skip pass over to shoot. Dangerous one, but she got it. Offensive foul called on Dexter. Lean that hip out just a little too far, Tristan.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Falcons just need to slow it down a little bit, move the ball a little bit, swing it. I think they're getting too stuck and a little bit too stagnant, making it easy for the Penn Dragons defense.
Falcons need to turn up the pressure a little bit on defense. They want to quell this Pender run. Pender outscoring the Falcons 6-2 here early in the second quarter. That ball tipped out of bounds. Good read by Werner. Not the best angle for that pass from Dolliver, maybe thinking one step behind. It'll be a sideline out of bounds. Walsh to key it in. Walsh makes the easy one over to Macy Dolliver. There she breaks the paint, gets it through to Maddie Dolliver. Macy in attack mode, gets it over to Walsh. Walsh skip pass over. Madeline Dolliver lines up a deep three-pointer. Back rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Walsh. Dribbling through traffic with the left hand and threw it in no man's land. Absolutely no one home. Turnover Elkhorn Valley. Quickly the other way with it is Werner. Dribbling with the left hand. She steps through with the right, rims around, no good, and then she bodies Walsh as she attempted to go for the offensive rebound. Good position by Walsh, compounding one mistake with another, though, with the missed shot in the offensive or defensive foul then by Werner.
Yeah, I think we all fall into that trap every so often where you miss the shot and you just want to get the offensive rebound and get another opportunity so easily, but you just have to, don't let one mistake lead to the other.
Just over 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Pender leads at 17-11. Floater pass over top, controlled by Hanson over top of the 1-3-1. Macy Dolliver with it. That ball kicked out of bounds by Werner. 25 seconds on the shot clock left for Pender to work with. Maddie Dolliver comes over, inbounding the ball right in front of us. Macy Dolliver thought about the step-in three, gets it right back to her sister. Maddie Dolliver lines up a three. Way too easy, Tristan.
Way too easy. I'm super curious if the Falcons are going to stick with this 1-3-1 defense that the Penn Dragons have kind of penetrated a little bit, find a way to get into a different defense and slow down this offense.
Pender now 3 of 7 from long range in the first quarter and a half of action. Broberg has the ball up top, uses a screen from Dexter, now rejects it. Rutgens with the ball, dribbles with her left hand all the way across the court. Werner lines up a three. That one's strong. Off back iron rebound to Mosser. Walsh comes and gets the ball. She's dribbling up the court herself with the left hand. Gets it over to Dolliver. Just hit 1-3. Can she make it 2 in a row? No. Offensive rebound attempt. Tipped in and out of the hands. Now it's controlled defensively by Dexter. Here comes Rutgens. Dribbling in the middle of the court with her right hand. Crosses over on Dolliver. Sets a screen now for Werner. Right back to Rutgens. Deep three, left corner. It's good. Rutgens on the board. Elkhorn Valley back within 6.
Rutgens, the leading scorer for the Falcons all season long. Really good to get her on the board, and hopefully she can get into a rhythm.
Dolliver driving kick to her sister out of bounds. That pass off the hands, maybe a little bit behind from sister to sister. Connection doesn't come through. Elkhorn Valley just knocked down a 3 on their last possession. They trail Pender 20-14. Werner up ahead to Broberg. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Werner, couple crossovers, gets it back now to Broberg, over to Werner. Werner, one dribble. Rutgens just hit the last 3. She drives through some contact, no good. Forced it up between 2 defenders. Ball tipped around. It's Broberg with it now for Elkhorn Valley. Now Werner gets it over in the corner to Lawson. Lawson drive. Here's Rutgens, lined up atop the key 3, no good. Rebound tipped around again. Werner comes away with it. Pass down low to Dexter, intercepted. Now, quickly the other way. Dolliver to Dolliver. Macy's flip shot, no good. Rutgens brings it back the other way. She's right in front of us on the sideline. She's trying to go coast to coast through some body contact of Macy Dolliver. Cameron Rutgens headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think Madeline Dolliver just got caught under the hoop right there. Not a great angle going up for that layup. I like how the Penn Dragons are pushing it out, but you can't go up too quickly without knowing exactly where the rim is.
20-14. It's Pender with the lead. Cameron Rutgens at the free throw line. Couple dribbles, couple spins, free throw up and good. Kendall Werner will take a seat. Ashley Shute re-enters. Shute, a 5'11 sophomore. Rutgens now with 4 points, tied for the leading scorer on the day. Second free throw up and good. She's got 5. to lead the Falcons. Pender ball, Pendragons up by 4. Here's Macy Dolliver into the front court. Gets it down to number 24. That's Allie Rutar who drives and skips. It ends up with Walsh. Walsh driving left, mid-range, stop and pop jumper. No good. Mosser, a third offensive rebound of the contest. Put back is good.
Great position right there for Mosser. Find a way to get that offensive rebound. And just going straight back up with it, not even thinking twice.
Now Lawson quickly into the paint. Ball swings around to Shoot. It's over to Rutgen. She gets it to the corner. It's Broberg. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. Shoot now driving with her left hand. Kicks it out to Lawson. Lawson drives with her left baseline. Long pass gets through. Rutgen drives through some traffic. That ball tipped out of bounds. Rutgen's asking for a foul. Look to me from this angle, there was plenty of contact, Tristan.
Plenty of contact right there, but I do really like that Rutgers is getting downhill. She knocked down a 3 earlier and also is finding ways to get to the rim and force contact. No foul call there, though.
Good ball movement by Elkhorn Valley. One of the few times they've had the ball touch all 4 corners of the court. It ends up with Rutgers getting her team a baseline out of bounds. It's her who's keying it in. Gets it over now to Broberg. One dribble. They look down low to Dexter. Dexter going to work. Righty hook shot. Rolls around the rim. No good. Dolliver up quickly ahead to Hanson. Hanson with the skip over to Walsh. That'll be a step in 3 if she wants it. She doesn't want it. She wants the skip. She sends it over to Rutar. Rutar to Dolliver. Drive and kick. Hanson doesn't take it. Now it's Walsh near corner. Walsh drives with the left. Keeps the dribble alive. Bounce pass over Rutar. Extra pass Dolliver. Deep 3 on the way. No good. Riley Mosser chasing after Shoot for the offensive rebound. Shoot couldn't corral it. It's out of bounds off of Elkhorn Valley. Pender ball. Fresh 35.
Riley Mosser putting herself in great positions for offensive rebound. She's ready if someone wants to dip it down to her, but also once that shot goes up, she's finding ways to get her hands on the ball.
It'll be Maddie Dolliver to key it in. Doing some Texas Tech finger guns for the out-of-bounds symbol. 4 players in a line. Walsh trying to set a screen. Now that goes over top to Rutar. Rutar left alone to the top of the key. Gets it over now to Maddie Dolliver. A lot of jabs, a lot of fakes. Rutar with it being guarded by Shoot. Couple gallop dribbles. Now Schrader will skip it over. Macy Dolliver lines up a 3. It's on the way. That one rattles home. Macy Dolliver for 3. Pender up 9. Now Broberg quickly back the other way, wants to answer. That one's long. Long rebound chased down by Lawson, but her foot was on the sideline. Out of bounds. Turnover headed to Pender.
Pendragon's doing a great job of using those skip passes. It's really hard to rotate when you are in that 1-3-1 zone, and the Falcons are struggling with it a little bit, and the Pendragons are making them pay.
Maddie Dolliver and Macy Dolliver handling the ball up top. Macy drive and kick. Rutar thought about a 3, doesn't take it. She'll get into the lane, took 1 step too many, didn't come to the full jump stop, Tristan. She kind of dragged that back foot.
Yeah, I think the jump stop is a little bit of a lost art. So often now you'll see like kind of the jump to pass, or you have an idea of where you want to go, but then it gets blocked off and you're already moving and there's nothing you can do. I think using the jump stop right there would have been beneficial.
Kendall Werner brings the ball across right now for Elkhorn Valley. She just crosses the timeline. Gets it over to Rutgens right in front of us. Rutgens looking inside to Dexter. Saw her numbers, couldn't get it there. Shoot with a ball fake to Werner. Now back to Rutgens. Lines up a 3-hand right in her face. Air ball, but it's tipped right back to Shoot. The putback is up and good. We play with under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Walsh's pass intended for Schrader. A little bit of miscommunication. Got tipped out of bounds by Broberg. 7 turnovers forced right now for Elkhorn Valley, Tristan. Only 2 points off of them, but we have seen active hands from the Falcons.
Yeah, active hands for sure, and I think it's just finding a way to not put too much pressure on trying to get down the court. I think when they get sped up, they're not getting great looks, but when they slow it down, they're getting good shots.
Elkhorn Valley now goes man-to-man. Lefty flip shot, no good. Schrader with the offensive rebound off the Dolliver miss. Pender back up by 9. Here comes Elkhorn Valley, quickly back the other way. Rutgens over to Broberg. Doesn't take the 3. Kendall Werner skips it down in the corner to Shoot. Couple baseline dribbles. She works with the left hand. Shot no good. Skip pass over to Broberg. She'll line up a 3. Off the backboard, no good. Schrader with the rebound. Walsh has it right in front of us. Walsh crosses over right to left. He's in the mid-range. Gets it down to Schrader. Extra pass. It's Dolliver. Lines up a 3. That one is good. 5th three-pointer of the first half. Pender's 5 for 11. They've opened up their largest lead of the day at 12.
Pender's ball movement has been absolutely impeccable all of this first half.
Rutgens with it now right in front of us for Elkhorn Valley. Denies the screen. Gets it over to Dexter. Skip pass over to Broberg. Doesn't take it. Now Kendall Werner lines up a 3. That one short. Front rim rebound controlled by Schrader. Now quickly back the other way with it. Here come the Dolliver sisters. Skip pass to Hanson. Thought about a 3. Doesn't take it. Walsh will take that one from the college line. The rim's out. No good. Here comes Kendall Werner. Will she do it herself? She does not. She flips it off to Broberg. Broberg's three up and good. Big answer for Elkhorn Valley. They're back within 9, 20 seconds to go. Now, Rutgens went for the steal, didn't get it. Pendragon slowing things down. Now it's Walsh with a seal. Really good work on the baseline to seal on Werner. You'll have Hadley Walsh going to the free throw line, a chance to extend this lead back to double digits.
Hadley Walsh put herself in great position right there. I thought it could have been all ball. Refs must have seen it differently.
Maybe all ball, could have been some body contact. That'll do it as well. Walsh lines up the free throw. That's true. She's now 3 for 3 on the day. Pendragon's back up by 10, just under 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Mosser subs back in, potentially looking for her 4th offensive rebound of the game, should Walsh miss at the free throw line. 31-21 Pender, 9.5 seconds to go. Second quarter, girls Class C2 state championship game. Walsh rattles the free throw home. She'll sub out on defense. So 9.5 seconds to work with for Elkhorn Valley. Full court pressure being applied. Pender doesn't want to make it easy for the Falcons to get a look. Broberg gets it into Rutgens. She'll catch it on the move. Trying to turn the corner, can't do it. Now she can. Going all the way with the right. She draws a foul, a little bit of a bump. That foul whistled on Holloway for Pender.
I don't think it was on purpose, but not a bad foul call. I mean, they're nowhere near the bonus. I think, giving them 4 seconds left, making them have to make a good shot.
He might foul another time or two, given that there's some room till the bonus. They won't. It's Broberg with it. Werner's got to go quick. There's 1 on the game clock. He gets it away, and it's good! Buzzer beating three-pointer, Kendall Werner. She knocks it down. The second leading score for the Falcons brings her team back within single digits at the halftime buzzer. It's Pender leading Elkhorn Valley 32-24. We're at the half in the girls' Class C2 state championship game. We'll step aside, reset the first half, get you ready for the second half. An 8-point Pendragon advantage over the Falcons. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you. We'll be back to tell you more momentarily.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology, on your side, by your side.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
At the half, Pender leads Elkhorn Valley 32-24. It is the girls Class C2 state championship game. All sorts of great sportsmanship honorees at half court for the entertainment right now. Just about 5 minutes to go before we resume play here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Austin Orman and Tristan Gomez with you. Tristan, it's a 32-24 lead for the Pender Pendragons, and we'll start on their side of things. It's been the threat of the three ball. The Pendragons are 5 of 12 from long range, doing a lot of damage from the wings in the corners against the defense of Elkhorn Valley. There's primarily a 1-3-1. When Pender didn't have the ball tipped, when they had good ball movement, it usually resulted in a wide open shot.
Yeah, you could tell that they were at first a little stagnant, trying to get used to going against that 1-3-1. And then when they started swinging it very quickly and then also getting into the high post, they got it to Hadley Walsh a few times, who made some really good passes and was able to get downhill and get to the rim. But also just the skip passes. Elkhorn Valley wasn't transitioning well and rotating well enough. And there were quite a few open threes, and Pender took advantage of it.
Pender sure did. They put up 32 points on 25 shots, also a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line. The flip side of things for Elkhorn Valley, only 24 points in that first half. They were staring down the barrel of a double-digit deficit, Tristan, but the three ball kept them in it as well. You had Kendall Werner hit a buzzer-beating three to bring the Falcons back within 8. They entered the state tournament undefeated, obviously have won their first 2 games here at state, looking for that perfect 29-0 record. It's been a pretty balanced attack for them. Broberg leads the way, knocking down 2 threes. Cameron Rutgens has 5 points for them, but 6 players have scored. It's been a very balanced attack for the Falcons on offense.
Yeah, Cameron Rutgens and Kendall Warner, the leading scorers all season long for the Falcons. I think going into the second half, they're going to have to find a way to get them some more open looks. They're going against a man-to-man defense by the Pendragons, and I think just setting a few screens or finding ways to get them some open looks will be really beneficial for the Falcons to just get into a little bit of a rhythm. It seemed like they weren't getting the best opportunities they were, got sped up a little bit by this Pendragons defense, finding ways to get your best scorers the ball and good looks.
Some stats to keep in mind as well. 7 turnovers for Pender, 6 turnovers for Elkhorn Valley, only 2 points off turnovers both ways. Rebounding battle is pretty close. Pender leads at 18-15, but 6 offensive rebounds have led to 10 second chance points. Another hazard, Tristan, maybe that zone from Elkhorn Valley.
Yeah, when you're in that 1-3-1 zone, you don't have many players that are near the rim. And so when a shot goes up, it's super tough to, find the exact body to box out. And, we saw Hadley Walsh and Mosser get into some really good positions where they got those offensive rebounds, went straight back up with it, either got the bucket or got fouled. I think if you're in a man-to-man defense, it's way easier to just find a body, find your person, box them out, and get that defensive rebound.
Specifically who you're responsible for instead of maybe having to guess or be put in a disadvantageous 2-on-1 situation. Pender is back on the floor. It looks like Elkhorn Valley is not far behind. It's 32-24 Pender at the half. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes to get you ready for the second half of this Girls Class C2 State Championship game on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call
John Henry's. 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Second half just about to get underway here. The Girls Class C2 State Championship game. Starters on the floor both ways. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you. 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Man-to-man defense out of the break. Tristan, not surprised to see an adjustment, but it's Hadley Walsh from Pender going straight to the rim, scoop shot with the left is good. Pender on the board to start the second half, just like the first. Quickly ahead is Elkhorn Valley. That one taken away, though. It's Madeline Dolliver. Quickly the other way, she passes to her sister Macy. No good. Tipped around. Rutgens controls for Elkhorn Valley. Rutgens pushing with the left hand, now gets it to the right. Over to Werner. Hit the buzzer-beating three at the end of the second quarter. Rutgens back to Werner. 1-4 low alignment right now for Elkhorn Valley against this man-to-man defense from Pender. Dexter works in, now sets a screen, and she dishes it off to Werner. Skip pass over Rutgens. Werner now top the key. She'll drive right. Look for Dexter on the pick and roll. Dexter goes to work. Bounce pass over mid-range. Jumper pass up. You have Werner with a step through. Now gets a 3-2. Dexter going to have to put it up with 2 on the shot clock. Air ball. Left it short. Shot clock violation. Pender basketball.
Some outstanding defense by the Pendragons. A few open looks for the Falcons. I think in those positions, you just need to pull the trigger. Your goal is to get the best shot possible every possession. I think they had some good looks right there.
There's such a thing as great passing. There's also such a thing as too much passing.
Absolutely.
Might have run into that right there for Elkhorn Valley. Back now in that 1-3-1 defensive alignment. Dolliver sisters handling the ball up top for Pender. They're passing it back and forth. There, Maddie puts it on the deck. Hanson looks down low to Walsh. Had a seal, doesn't take it. She'll pass it out. Dolliver lines up a right slot three and cashes it. 37-24 Pender. They've got the first 5 in the second half. Pender leads it by 13. Rutgens has the ball left wing. She jab steps, dribbles with the right, now with the left. Skip pass over to Werner. She'll drive with the left, jump it down to shoot. Shoot over to Rutgens. She drives through some traffic, had it stripped. Hadley Walsh comes away with it for Pender. 4 Pendragons on this left side of the court. Hanson takes a transition 3. That one off the backboard, no good. Rebound controlled by Kendall Werner. She's pushing with the left hand. Dolliver slows her up. Skip pass down to shoot down low, right back to Werner. She'll take an elbow jumper from the left side. That one long, no good. Shoot, good rebounding position, but lost the handle. Tries to feed it through to Dexter. Got a scrum for the ball underneath the basket. That'll stay down on that end of the floor with Elkhorn Valley.
I really like that shot selection out of Kendall Warner right there. You get an open look and you take it. You know, the Dragons are playing good defense. You're not getting a whole bunch of open looks. When you get them, you got to take them.
It's Rutgens to inbound. Missed Werner on the right block. Shoot going to work on Dolliver. She'll get it back now to Rutgens. Werner, right wing, dribbles with the left all the way across. Lost the handle. Gets it over to Kendall Werner. Now driving with it, Werner on the left wing. Thought about the reverse, didn't take it. Kicked it to Rutgens. She'll drive with the left hand through some contact, force it up. No good. Rebounded by Schrader. Rutgens probably got fouled. She probably committed a foul on Schrader. Both went uncalled on the rebound. Dolliver sisters handling again against that 1-3-1. More aggressive pressure trapping defense right now from the Falcons. Walsh, one dribble left, skip pass over to Dolliver. Lines up a 3 with a hand in her face. She doesn't care. How about that from Maddie Dolliver? Another 3-pointer. Pender up 16. Now with it, here's Dexter driving right. Goes back to her left. Tough shot through contact. Schrader got her on the arm.
The Falcons are going to have to find a way to slow down these skip passes from the Pendragons or find a way just to rotate a little bit better. Walsh is doing a great job of finding the open man and getting it, and Madeline Dolliver is knocking down shots.
For Pender, they are now 7 of 15 from 3, and Madeline Dolliver has knocked down 5 of them. Dexter at the free throw line. It's up and good. First points of the second half for the Falcons, who trail it now by 15 points. It was an 8-0 spurt to begin the quarter for Pender. Dexter has not made a field goal, but she's 4 of 4 at the free throw line for 4 points. Three-quarter court, 1-2-2 pressure out of Elkhorn Valley right now. Dolliver handles it herself. She's splitting all sorts of defenders. Schrader over to Hanson, back to Dolliver. Walsh wanted it top of the key, didn't get it. Maddie and Macy Dolliver handling at the top of the key. Now Walsh will skip it over to Maddie Dolliver. She's got 5 threes on the day. Make it 6! 6 3-pointer, Madeline Dolliver. Pender leads it by 17.
Jason Dolliver running some great flare screen plays for Madeline Dolliver to get those open looks, and she is not missing.
Down inside, it's Shoot. She kicks it back out to Werner. Werner driving on Walsh with the right hand. Walsh gets dinged for a hand check foul. It'll be Falcons ball out of bounds. No answers defensively for Elkhorn Valley. They have also not been able to make it work on the offensive end, where they are just 8 of 30 overall, shooting 27%. They want a timeout. Head coach Brendan Dittmer wants to talk things over. We'll step aside with them back in 60 seconds to Pinnacle Bank Arena.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Pender has opened up a 17-point lead in the girls' Class C2 state championship game over Elkhorn Valley. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you calling the action here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Teams are set to retake the floor after that called timeout from Elkhorn Valley. The Falcons for the game, shooting just 27%. They are 8 of 30 overall. On the flip side for Pender, 15 of 31, and over half the makes have been from three. What can Elkhorn Valley do? Try to crawl back from a 17-point deficit. Baseline inbounds having some troubles getting it in, but Rutgens finally gets it at the top of the key. Rutgens gets it over to Broberg. She's made 2 threes of her own. Werner down low to Werner. Lefty layup up, no good. You'll have Kaiten Werner headed to the free throw line. Freshman forward, third leading scorer on the year for the Falcons. Tristan, if Elkhorn Valley wants to claw its way back into this one, it's either going to have to be from long range or from the free throw line with the clock stopped.
Yeah, I mean, finding a way to get the ball inside and get some contested shots. One, to go in, but also draw the foul so the clock does stop and you get some points. And then finding a way to get stops on defense. Madeline Dolliver is so hot right now, and she cannot miss from three. You have to find a way to get a hand in her face.
Lefty Kaiten Werner splits the pair of free throws. Dolliver's sisters handling it right now. It's Macy Dolliver. Here comes a run and jump trap. She spins out of it, gets it over to her sister Maddie. Hadley Walsh with the ball now over to Macy Dolliver. Dolliver right slot. They free Maddie Dolliver for three again. Three-pointer number 6 on the day for Maddie Dolliver. Make that 7. Quickly back the other way comes Rutgens. She's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. Tristan, the previous 2 possessions, Pender had sprang Maddie Dolliver open for 3 on the wing. That time a little exit screen for the corner. Doesn't matter where on the court she is. Maddie Dolliver is absolutely unconscious from 3 right now.
She is knocking down threes like no other. And the tough thing about this zone defense is they set the screen and there's no one to switch onto it because you're in that zone. When you're in man-to-man, you can choose if we're going to hedge or we're going to switch onto it. In this zone, Elkhorn Valley has no response for Madeline Dolliver.
Rutgens calmly nailed the first free throw. Second one up and good. Perhaps the answer for Elkhorn Valley, Tristan, is more on-ball pressure. The Dolliver sisters are not huge guards, they're a little shorter, but taking away some passing angles can start with the on-ball defense as well. Here's Maddie Dolliver, 4 threes in a row, 7 on the day. Gets it over to her sister Macy. Here comes that flare screen. They skip it over top. Better coverage by Elkhorn Valley. Dolliver to Dolliver. Macy controls on the right side. Now Maddie on the left side to get it to Hansen. Kicks it to Walsh, left corner. She drives baseline on Werner, and she stepped out of bounds. Good defense by Kaiten Werner. The freshman slid and beat Walsh to the spot.
Impressive defense right there. That's the first time that Elkhorn Valley has gotten through that flare screen and gotten a hand in Dolliver's face, and they're going to have to continue to do it to get some stops.
Rutgens with it, nearly threw it away. Good hands by Werner. Right back to Rutgens. Airballed the corner 3. Hansen tracks down the rebound. Here comes Walsh, guarded closely now by Rutgens. Rutgens wanted the trap, didn't get it. Hansen around the top defender. Maddie Dolliver thought about it, gets it down to her sister Macy. Drives baseline. Hansen over to Walsh. Walsh will drive with the left hand, middle of the paint, stop and pop. Bank shot up, no good. Walsh takes a tumble. She's in some pain. She's really slow to get up. She's hobbling back up the court, but Rutgens just lost the ball out of bounds. Good defense by Macy Dolliver to wall up and not let Rutgens get all the way downhill. Tristan, Walsh is still feeling it. She wants to stay in the game, but she's still bent over. She's grabbing at that right knee. Got a brace on the left knee, still jogging up the court, but doesn't look healthy.
Yeah, I mean, she seems to be running it off, and I think, when you get into a state championship environment, you don't want to come out of this game, especially when you're playing as well as Hadley Walsh.
Ideally for Pender, it's nothing but a little Charlie horse, maybe some knee-to-knee contact. Walsh with it. She finds Macy Dolliver, middle of the floor, right back to Walsh on the right side. Maddie Dolliver wants another one. Now it's Walsh, middle of the floor. She'll go to work from the high post. Another left-handed scoop shot up and good. Hadley Walsh has that trick down.
Knee must not be hurting too bad anymore. She made a good move to the left, gets right to the rim and lays it in.
Certainly feels better after you put the ball in the bucket. Rutgers has it right corner. Over to Kendall Werner. Tries the lob pass over to Werner, but Walsh comes flying in out of nowhere to steal the entry pass. Pender up by 19 points. Dangerous skip pass, but it gets through. Macy Dolliver skips it to Walsh, to Maddie Dolliver. She'll put the ball on the deck, get it to Mosser, right out to Walsh. Thought about a three. She'll take a dribble to the left. Macy Dolliver sneaks baseline. She draws a foul. Shoot a little slow to rotate over on the quick guard, Macy Dolliver. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter on Elkhorn Valley.
Both of the Dolliver sisters doing a really good job knowing they can knock down the three, and you're seeing Elkhorn Valley try to contest it, and then they're just ripping through, driving right by, getting into the lane, causing a foul.
Inbounds pass goes to Hanson. No hand in her face on the near corner three, but she missed it. Here comes Werner up the court with the right hand. Now she goes left to Rutgers. Denies the screen. It's shoot, top of the key. Shoot now right wing over to Broberg. Broberg over to Werner. She drives with the right hand, flips it back to Broberg. One dribble left. Werner down to Werner on the baseline, up through some contact, no good. Rebounded by Mosser. Pender up by 19, not looking to slow down. Walsh finds a seam. She drives with her right hand, dumps it down to Mosser. What a read from Hadley Walsh. Fang Mosser with the steal.
Hadley Walsh is doing it in all facets of the game. She's finding ways to get downhill, get some buckets on herself. She's dishing it out like no other. Finding Madeline Dolliver three, finding Mosser right there, right on the corner. She knocks down the layup, and this Pender team is not slowing down whatsoever.
Timeout, Elkhorn Valley. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Pender leads Elkhorn Valley 50-29 here at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
A membership with John Henry's will fast track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
50-29, Pender on top of Elkhorn Valley. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you about the girls' Class C2 state championship game and the girls' Class B state championship game wrapping up with D2 in the nightcap. Some trouble getting it in for Elkhorn Valley, but they do. Rutgers comes to gets it. With it now, Broberg on the left wing. Uses a screen from Dexter. Over to Werner. One dribble, left-handed pass down low. Wild scoop shot up, no good. Hadley Walsh controls the rebound for Pender. Now some full court pressure put on from Elkhorn Valley. They're going to need to turn up the heat if they have any chance of crawling back here in the final 9 minutes of this game. Quick timeout by Coach Dolliver for Pender. We'll keep it right here. While you're in town for State Hoops, check out one of the best-kept secrets in the state. The Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. with free admission just north of Haymarket Park. And at the NDOT Highway Safety Office, it is Vehicle Safety Recalls Week. Learn more at dot.nebraska.gov. Tristan, it's an 18-5 third quarter right now in favor of the Pender Pendragons. They're 7 of 11 overall, 4 made threes, all from Maddie Dolliver, and they've only turned the ball over 1 time compared to 5 times for Elkhorn Valley.
Yeah, Elkhorn Valley, I think in this position of the game, you don't want to get super desperate, but you have to realize you can't take all 35 seconds of the shot clock. When you get a good look, especially from three, you got to take that if you want to find a way to chip back into this game.
Pender, 5 of its last 7 from the floor. It's been 3 minutes since Elkhorn Valley scored a point and counted. Falcons still on defense as Pender gets the ball in from in front of their own bench. Man-to-man defense now from Elkhorn Valley. Walsh over to Mosser, gets it over to Hanson. They find the cutting. Walsh up through contact, count the layup. 2 more points for Hadley Walsh. She's got 17. Elkhorn Valley going quickly. Rutgens working on the left side of the court. Gets it out to Werner. Werner drives left. Thought about the stop and pop, doesn't take it. Down to Dexter. Skip pass out of the reach of Broberg. Another turnover, number 6 on the quarter for the Falcons. 52-29 Pender. They can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Just 22 seconds remaining here in the third period. Elkhorn Valley's matched up man-to-man. Werner guarding Hanson right in front of us. Good hands by Dolliver, preventing the backcourt violation. Walsh sets a screen. Dolliver's going to take some air out of this basketball here as we tick under 10 seconds to go. Dolliver on the attack, finds Mosser down low. Mosser nowhere to go. That ball tipped. Out of bounds. Good hands by Elkhorn Valley. It'll be baseline out of bounds. Deep baseline out of bounds right now for Pender. 6.5 seconds to work with on the game clock. Shot clock dark. Madeline Dolliver to inbound. Goes Walsh, faking the cross screen. Now she cuts in. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Hanson. Hanson head fake. Gets over. Macy Dolliver fires up a late clock 3. No good. That one tipped out of bounds at the buzzer by Walsh. That's how the third quarter comes to an end. It's Pender leading Elkhorn Valley 52-29. The Pendragons on the verge of making it 4 consecutive state championships. They've got 8 minutes to earn it. Come back for us for that fourth quarter next on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
52-29, Pender leads Elkhorn Valley. Pendragons looking for their 4th consecutive state championship. Elkhorn Valley looking for its first since 2010 when they won it down in Class D1. Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez at Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's Harrison Arns at the controls back at 1040 O Street. Looking at that third quarter, Tristan, Pender made more field goals than Elkhorn Valley attempted. The Pendragons were 8 of 13 in the quarter, including 4 of 7 from 3. The Falcons went 0 of 6. They only scored in the free throw line. Rutgens knocked down her 2, as did Dexter, and Werner split a pair for only 5 points at the free throw line. So it's been since the buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the second quarter that Elkhorn Valley has made a field goal. Falcons out in man-to-man defense. Little player screen for Maddie Dolliver. She skips it out to Hanson. She's wide open. She'll line up a 3. That one's short. That'll fall harmlessly out of bounds. Ball to the Falcons.
Yeah, going into this fourth quarter for the Falcons, they switch to that man-to-man defense, and it's going to have to be pressure man-to-man defense. You can't let Pender just dribble the ball out, take time off the clock. You got to have to find a way to get turnovers.
Werner to Werner, working with the left hand. Now it's back. Werner now drives left all the way down the lane line, takes some contact, can't finish through it. Schrader pulls down the rebound, gets it to Walsh. Really aggressive full court defense, as you'd expect from a team trailing by 23 points. Now Walsh has it. She'll back it out near the Nebraska-Colorado border. Dribbling through the better part of the panhandle right now in the PBA court. Schrader in position for a screen. Walsh uses it going to her left. Left elbow jumper up and long, no good. Rebounded by Shute. She gets it out. Here comes Elkhorn Valley. Rutgers has it one-on-one. Can she get downhill to the rim? No, she skips it out to Werner, cutting through the lane. Freshman lefty goes up with the right and puts it down. Tristan, the first field goal in 9 minutes and 7 seconds for the Falcons.
Yeah, been an absolute drought, and you just hope that you can find that bucket to get some rhythm and get something going on offense.
Pender taking its time, dribbling around the perimeter. Hanson reverses course, now gets it off to Macy Dolliver. Macy Dolliver's at the top of the key, gets it to Hadley Walsh. Walsh uses a screen from Schrader, now back cut to Maddie Dolliver. That's the closest shot she's taken all day, and she draws a foul. She gets bumped there by Werner, so Maddie Dolliver will head to the free throw line for a pair.
For Elkhorn Valley, you have to, keep the pressure on defense. We're watching this Pender team not slow down whatsoever. They're trying to get to the rim, still get open looks from three. You're going to have to force some turnovers.
On the day, Elkhorn Valley has forced 8 turnovers, only 2 points to show off of them. They've turned over 12 times themselves, leading to 7 Pender points. First free throw good by Maddie Dolliver. Her first point that didn't come from beyond the arc today. She's 7 of 11 from 3. And now she is 1 of 2 at the free throw line as that one rattles around. Ball bounces to the floor. Elkhorn Valley controls. Lawson has it, left side of the court. Being given some space by Maddie Dolliver. Lawson drive and kick to Werner. Werner driving with the left, now back with the right. That one's stripped by Macy Dolliver. Good read by number 4 in white and red. Might have taken an extra step there at the end, but they'll give Pender credit for it. Maddie Dolliver handles. She's being hounded by Rutgers. Now gets it off to Hanson. Hanson to Walsh. What a luxury to have a pressure release, ball handling forward like Walsh against this swarming on-ball pressure from the Falcons. Hanson has it on the right wing, uses a screen going to her left by Schrader. Maddie Dolliver, backdoor cut. Hadley Walsh, perfect give and go. 55-31 Pender. Clock ticks under 6 minutes in the fourth quarter. Here comes Werner. She's dug down on by Macy Dolliver. She kicks it out to Rutgers, who buries the three. Cameron Rutgers, her second three-pointer of the game.
Cameron Rutgers seeing that one fall. After that, I think you take a few more. You're down by quite a large deficit. You need some three-point shots. Take them if you have them.
You're your team's leading scorer on the season and on the game. She's got 10 points on 10 shots. Hanson drives right into the paint, kicks it out to Hadley Walsh, left wide open from 3. Answer no good. Rebounded by Werner. She pushes. Pender's back. Werner now drives left all the way down the lane line. Kick out to Rutgers. That one goes up and down, just like you said, Tristan. Back-to-back three-pointers, Cameron Rutgers.
You're going to need someone that's going to knock down shots in this fourth quarter with any shot to chip away, and Cameron Rutgers is doing just that.
The lead's under 20. It's 55-37, just under 5 minutes to play. Back-to-back threes from Cameron Rutgers. She's got 13 on the day. Here's Hanson. Now over to Maddie Dolliver. She spins back to her left hand. Now she's bumped and fouled. Rutgers got underneath her just a little bit too much. You can hear the Elkhorn Valley fans behind us not pleased with that call. Tristan Dolliver maybe a little out of control to begin with, but Rutgers kind of walked her down.
Yeah, you could tell that there was a lot of contact right there, and as a referee, I totally understand if you don't want it to get out of hand as Elkhorn Valley is trying to put some pressure on defense.
Full timeout taken right now by Pender. We'll take that with them back in 60 seconds for the fourth quarter at PBA.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P. If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful, with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Austin Norman, Tristan Gomez with you. It's 55-37 Pender on the verge of their fourth consecutive state championship. Hadley Walsh receives the inbound pass. She works down the lane line on Rutgers. Maddie Dolliver thought about a three, doesn't take it. Gets it out to Hanson, left slot. Dribbles over to the right slot where she hands it off to Walsh. Walsh with her left hand over Macy Dolliver. Left wide open. Well, maybe a little miscommunication by Elkhorn Valley, but Dolliver doesn't take it. Hanson dribble handoff to Walsh. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now it's under 10. Looks like it'll be in Walsh's hands to create. She's being guarded by Werner. 5 on the shot clock. Walsh dribbles, crosses over into the lane, kicks it out. Maddie Dolliver has to hoist at the buzzer. That one is short, but offensive rebound by Mosser. Hanson will back it out. Macy Dolliver back over to Hanson. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Under 4 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. Class C2 Girls State Championship game. Walsh gets bumped and fouled by Kendall Werner. For Werner, that is her third personal foul.
We're seeing Pender. They just took all 35 seconds off the shot clock right there. Elkhorn Valley, you have to find a way to just put some pressure on, even if it is, letting them get into the lane and trying to block a shot or force a turnover. But allowing 35 seconds off and an offensive rebound is just detrimental.
A tough task as it is, trying to come back from down 18. Certainly doesn't make it easier. Macy Dolliver speeds into the paint, drops it off for Mosser, but between the wickets it goes. Turnover forced by Elkhorn Valley. Falcons basketball. Right through the 5-hole. Put the glove on the ground, ladies. Here comes Elkhorn Valley. Rutgens dribbling. Gets it over now to Lawson. Lawson to shoot, top of the key. Now with the left wing, it's Werner. Gets it over to Rutgens. She's made 2 threes in a row. Third one rattles around and out. Rebounded by Mosser. She's swarmed by 2 Falcons. Out of control with it. Ball gets tipped away. Lawson got a hand on it. Goes off the leg of Mosser. Elkhorn Valley gets it right back.
Falcons starting to put some pressure on his Pender offense and these ball handlers. It's going to have to happen that way if you want to, retain the ball back and be able to get some more shots up to get into this deficit.
Baseline out of bounds for Elkhorn Valley. It's Werner with it. She works with her right hand, dumps it down low to her sister. Through some contact, lefty freshman Werner up and good. 8-0 run right now for Elkhorn Valley. They're still down 16. There's only 3 minutes to go. Walsh handling right now for the Pendragons. Macy Dolliver comes, receives a dribble handoff, gets it over to Hanson. Now Maddie Dolliver. She's right in front of us. Now she works to her right, gets it over to her sister. Macy Dolliver, middle of the court, finds Hanson. Hanson guarded by Werner. That one poked away. Werner just scored the 2. She has it one-on-one with Walsh in transition. Up through contact, lefty flip shot up, and no good. It'll be freshman Peyton Werner headed to the free throw line. Chance to score with this clock stopped for Elkhorn Valley. Tristan, she drew a foul, maybe had a teammate in transition, but a chance to stop the clock by drawing a foul.
Yeah, absolutely. She's made a few free throws already tonight. I think it's important for her to, go up strong, try to get that physical bucket, and, she ends up with the foul and knocks down the first free throw.
Hits the front of the rim, but the spin takes it in. Lead down to 15 points. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go. Werner, the only other player in double figures besides Rutgens for the Falcons. 30-second timeout right here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. We want to thank our friends at Nebraska Hematology Oncology. At NHO, they're advancing cancer care and enhancing the lives of those battling cancer by offering clinical trials to patients right here in Nebraska. Learn more at yourcancercare.com. Thanks as well to our friends at the Nest 529 Direct Plan. Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what-ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Nick, I was thinking about Nick Sainer, where he's off to right now. But Tristan, Elkhorn Valley trailing it by 14 points. They take the timeout, setting up, we presume, some sort of full court pressure. In this situation, are you going with a zone pressure with some length up top to try to get tips? Or are you going man-to-man pressure and trying to get that pressure on the ball?
Honestly, I don't mind a zone, but once that ball is inbounded, you have, people going to, create that trap. When you're in that zone, especially when Pender hasn't seen it all game, if you find a way to get a stop right here, it looks like they're coming out in that man-to-man, and you just have to be, communicating if a screen is set.
Pender can run the baseline. Walsh to get it in. Gets it to Macy Dolliver in the corner. She's guarded by Lawson. Lawson got the tip. She gets another tip, but that one out of bounds off of Lawson. Pender retains possession. Sub for Pender into the game comes Allie Rutar, senior guard. Exiting is Meyer Hanson, the sophomore forward. Here's Walsh again with a head fake. Gets it into Maddie Dolliver deep in the backcourt. She's being guarded by Rutgens. Gets it across, no issues. No run and jump trap coming. Elkhorn Valley playing man-to-man defense. Walsh handling against it with the left hand. She goes between the legs. She's in the middle of the court. She wants to do it herself. Now she gets it down to Rutar, freshly into the game. Rutar dribble handoff back to Walsh, being guarded by Werner. 5 on the shot clock, kicks it over to Mosser in some traffic. Quick whistle and a tie-up. That ball is headed back to Elkhorn Valley.
Surprising jump ball right there. It didn't seem like Elkhorn Valley really had hands on the ball, but they'll take it, force the turnover, and get the ball going their way.
I would tell you Elkhorn Valley got a hand on the ball. I'm not sure there was much of a fight for the ball going on at that moment. Mosser certainly bobbled it, but Elkhorn Valley gets possession. They're down 14 points, 55-41. 2 minutes to play. Pender leads it by 14. Werner going to work on Mosser all the way to the cup with the left hand, and good. The lead down to a dozen. 55-43 right now. Pender leads. Hanson back in the game. She gets it to Macy Dolliver. Dolliver fakes like she's going to attack. She doesn't. She backs it out. Speedy guard gets it over now to her sister, Maddie Dolliver. The story of the day so far for Pender with the 7 made three. She draws a bump and a foul from Rutgens. Second foul on her, only 4th team foul of the quarter. Next one will put the Pendragons in the bonus at the free throw line where they're 6 of 7 as a team. Hanson inbounding now. It's Dolliver sisters up top. Macy receives the inbound pass. Being guarded by Lawson. Here's Werner up on Hanson. Dribble handoff to Rutar. Now it's Walsh with it, being guarded by Werner. Gets it back to Hanson in the right slot. 20 seconds on the shot clock, minute 20 on the game. Maddie Dolliver, guarded by Rutgens. She drives right, kicks it over to Walsh. Walsh thought about the three. Now she'll drive in, step through with the right hand up and under. Hadley Walsh for 2. They'll lead it 2 touchdowns, just over a minute to go. Here comes Rutgens. She's stuck, kicks it out to Werner. Werner works along the baseline, dumps it down to Lawson. Shortest player on the court now, kicks it out to Broberg. Broberg's 3 is short. Rebound controlled, Maddie Dolliver. Now outlet pass goes ahead to Hanson. Coach Dolliver screaming at his players to get across the line. Dolliver sisters up top. Here comes the run and jump trap. Rutgens will get whistled for the foul.
I would have liked to see a little bit more of that run and jump trap and, put some more pressure, especially when you are down on that deficit. You're kind of chipping away just a little bit. I think just putting a little bit more pressure and trying to force the turnover. You're in a position where you now need to foul, but prior to that, you have an opportunity to, get a steal on your own.
It's 57-43 right now. Pender leads it with 42.7 seconds to play. Pendragons have given up a 12-2 run, but they still lead it comfortably with under a minute to play. We'll step aside for 60 seconds, bring you the conclusion of this one next on the ticket.
Attention, Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Girls State Basketball Tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Maddie Dolliver at the free throw line, looking to put the finishing touches on Pender's 4th consecutive state championship. Boss Norman, Tristan Gomez with you here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Pendragons lead Elkhorn Valley 57-43. Dolliver's been the story, especially here in the second half, as she's knocked down 7 threes on the game. She hit 4 in a row at one point. Her first free throw is no good. Missed it off back iron. Couple dribbles, couple spins. Second free throw is true. 15-point advantage once again. Werner has to go quick. She goes all the way down the lane, gets it to Rutgens. She'll line up a 3 and knock that one down. Quick timeout, 30 seconds there by Elkhorn Valley. It's maybe a little too late, Tristan, for Elkhorn Valley and being able to get their leading scorer, Cameron Rutgens, going. She's got 16 points, the game's third leading scorer. She's knocked down 4 threes of her own. 3 of them have come here in this second half. But that's kind of been a trend in the state tournament. Some of these top scorers at the top of the scouting report, it's that balance, right? How often you go to them early to try to get them in rhythm, or can your role player step up, take some pressure off of your leading scorer to then be the closer?
Yeah, it's a tough balance, but I think, when you got into this second half, we started seeing Rutgens take a few more shots, and she's knocked down 4 threes so far. I think earlier in this fourth quarter, she had some other times she could have taken, some lightly contested threes, and I think that would have been the best shot for Elkhorn Valley, and she passed up on them, and it kind of led to this deficit.
9 points and an assist for Rutgens in the quarter. Her team trails it by 12, 34.5 seconds on the game clock. Elkhorn Valley now 6 of 15 from 3 on the day. One more make, and they'll tie Maddie Dolliver in terms of makes. Full court pressure being applied by the Falcons. Deep pass from Rutar goes to Walsh. She gets bumped. Foul goes on Kendall Werner. That'll be her 4th. Hadley Walsh heads to the free throw line. She's a perfect 4 of 4 to this point. Game's second leading scorer with 21 points. She can match her teammate Maddie Dolliver if she knocks both of these down. She's still got a chance as the first free throw bangs home. Hadley Walsh, a 5'11 senior, leading scorer on either team coming into the game, leading rebounder as well, and second leading assister on her team. 416 points, 215 rebounds, 90 assists entering the state tournament. Walsh fades off the line but gets the friendly bounce. Second free throw rattles home. 60-46 Pender. 33 seconds to go. Here comes Werner into the front court. Shovels it off to Broberg, or tried. Now she does. Broberg working on Rutar. She drives baseline. Layup up and good. Timeout Elkhorn Valley. They got to stop the clock as it keeps running. Back to a 12-point game. It's a full timeout. Let's go ahead and step aside for 60 seconds. Back next on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Rutar to inbound. She goes deep to Maddie Dolliver. Can she catch up to it? She can. She gets dragged down to the floor by Rutgens for a foul. 20.8 on the game clock here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Austin Orman and Tristan Gomez with you. Final moments of this girls Class C2 state championship game. Offense, defense subs right now for the Falcons. Dolliver's at the free throw line, tied for a game-high 23 points. That free throw misses. She's missed now 3 free throws on the day. She's just 2 of 5 at the stripe. Really the only blemish, I would say, on the day for Maddie Dolliver, Tristan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from three-point land, she was absolutely phenomenal, and it kind of gave this, the Pender Dragons this unbelievable lead that Elkhorn Valley had to just try to chip away to. And like you said, it was just a little too late.
Dolliver, the lone Penn Dragon on our side of half court. That free throw rattles home, 61-48, 20.8 seconds to go. Werner with the left hand, now with the right, gets it over to her sister. That three off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Joni Qualsett, freshly into the game, freshman. Long three from Rutgens, no good. Hadley Walsh has the ball, and a foul there out of Kaiten Werner, putting Hadley Walsh at the free throw line. 5 fresh Penn Dragons set to check in as we have 5.5 seconds to play. Hadley Walsh is at the free throw line. Pender leading it by a baker's dozen. Hadley Walsh, the senior, 23 points so far tonight. 8 of 15 from the floor, 8 rebounds as well. She cans the first free throw. 4 new players in for Pender as Coach Dolliver hugs his daughters as they exit the floor for the Dolliver sisters. Maddie Dolliver being a senior, Macy Dolliver being a freshman. Pender, 5.5 ticks away from 4 consecutive state titles. Hadley Walsh knocks down the second free throw. She leaves to raucous applause from Pendragon fans. 25 points on the day for her. Game's leading scorer. 63-48 Pender, 5.5 seconds to go. For Elkhorn Valley, it'll be Werner, set to inbound it to Qualsett. Qualsett will take it across the timeline. Gets it up ahead to Kneifel. 3-point attempt at the buzzer does not go off in time. And there you have it, Pender. The Pendragons come through. They won a Class C2 state championship in 2023, reclassed down to D1 to win it twice in a row. And in their return to C2, it is a triumphal return. 63-48, the final. The Pendragons win it. We'll step aside, take you through the final stats of this one when we return to Pinnacle Bank Arena.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call
John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Pender 63, Elkhorn Valley 48, the final in the girls Class C2 state championship game. Austin Norman and Tristan Gomez with you for this one. We'll have the Class B final coming up next. We'll get you set up for that here momentarily. Tristan, a 15-point win for Pender. The Pendragons led it as much as a 24-55-31 for Elkhorn North. Made a couple threes to get back in it, trimmed that deficit in half, got it all the way down to 12, but too little, too late for Elkhorn Valley. Pender ends up winning their fourth consecutive state championship. They look like pros cutting down these nets on either end, like they've had a little bit of practice. Really, two players did the bulk of the work on the offensive end of things. Hadley Walsh puts up a game-high 25 points, and Maddie Dolliver made 7 3-pointers, as many on her own as Elkhorn Valley made as a team.
Yeah, absolutely unbelievable game out of Hadley Walsh and Madeline Dolliver. Madeline Dolliver with 7 threes on the game, and it was just so hard for Elkhorn Valley to get anything going or just stop her. Elkhorn Valley was trying to get through some flare screens to stop Madeline Dolliver, were unable to, and she was knocking down threes like no other. But this was kind of the Hadley Walsh show. I mean, she came up and was ready to play, led all scorers with 25, but also had 8 total rebounds and 4 assists to go along with it. She was doing it in all facets of the game, and you could tell that those two have been playing state championship basketball since they were freshmen.
For Elkhorn Valley, then back-to-back runner-up finishes for them. They're led on the day by Cameron Rutgens. The junior guard put up 16 points on 14 shots. She was 4 of 10 from 3 and 4 of 4 at the free throw line. You look then at freshman Kaiten Werner, 5'11 freshman, the only other player in double figures for the Falcons with 13 points, made 5 twos, and was 3 of 4 at the free throw line. For Elkhorn Valley, then, Tristan, back-to-back runner-up finishes for them here in Class C2. Once again, the sting of defeat, but a lot coming back. Rutgens, only a junior. Kendall Werner, a sophomore. Kaiten Werner, a freshman. You look at Ashlyn Dexter Postian being really the only player that played any significant minutes that will graduate. So for Elkhorn Valley, a lot to build off of, and now they know. Now 2 straight years of playing championship-level basketball, but not quite being able to get over that hump.
Yeah, as heartbreaking as a loss in the state championship is, it's super nice when you have multiple years left and you have it with girls that you're going to be playing with since you were freshmen. It's an extremely young team for Elkhorn Valley, and I think, they're just going to use this as momentum coming into next year. And as a legacy that Pender has put on, you wouldn't be surprised if you face them again next year and you find a way to get your revenge.
The Falcons are trudging slowly off the floor, headed back to their locker room, losers by 15 points. We're getting the introductions and the medals handed out to the champion, Pender Pendragons. Again, 4 in a row for them. They won it in C2 back in 2023. Their 24 and 25 titles were in D1. Now champions atop Class C2 on the girls' side once again. Our next game will be the Class B state championship game. To our left, it will be Bennington. To our right, it will be Gretna East. A fantastic matchup between the number 2 and the number 4 seeds in Class B. We'll be back to tell you more about that one in just a little while. We'll get you a little bit of pregame coverage ahead of what should be a fantastic number 5 final there of the day in Class B. For Tristan Gomez, for Harrison Arns, I'm Austin Norman. We'll talk to you again soon ahead of the Class B state championship.
Parents deal with a lot of what-ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what-ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured.